Hi, this is Andy from Giz China, and today we're going to have a quick look at the Zopo ZP500 Libero. Now this is the ZP500 Plus, meaning it's a dual-core MT6577 phone. If I just open up the box, let's have a look what's inside. There's the phone. It's a 4-inch screen phone. It has a front camera, 5 megapixel rear camera and LED flash. I'll go over more of that in a moment. Let's see what else we have in the box. We have a charger. We have USB wire, and we have some headphones. Okay, great. Let's pop all that back and let's go back to the phone. So here it is. Now this is a dual-core MT6577 CPU phone. It has 512 megabytes of RAM. Now, although 512 doesn't sound all that much, it does quite well in this phone. It's not the fastest phone in the world, but it's not the slowest either. It's a good little phone for the money. The design is nice. We've got this nice chrome bezel around the edge. The back is like a rubberized, grippy plastic feel. We have an external speaker here. We have a 3.5mm headphone jack there, the power button. Here is the volume rocker, if you can see it, just there. And we have a charger port at the bottom and data transfer plug. And we have the microphone. Okay, let's pop the back off and have a look on the inside. If we just turn it around, where is it? There it is. So again, we have this thin plastic back. Now, unlike some phones, the Zopo phone this actually feels quite sturdy compared to others. It's a much better quality than, say, the Yumi. It feels much better in the hand. I don't think you would break this too easily. Okay, we've got our dual SIM mode here. We've got our micro SD card reader, and we have a battery already inside. And in the ZP500 Plus, it's a 13 mega hour battery. Again, it doesn't seem like much, but as it's a 4-inch screen phone, and it doesn't have, it's not although it does have a dual-core CPU, it's not going to be used like a high-performance phone. It's just a snappy, handy little phone to be carrying around. So I don't think the battery size will worry too many people. Let's turn it on. Here we go. While it's turning on, I'll just go through some more of the specs. So like I said, it's a 1 gigahertz processor, 512 megabyte of RAM. It has 4 gigabyte of built-in storage, which you can add to with a micro SD card. We have a 4-inch screen, which has a resolution of 854 by 480. And then you have all the other regular, Android stuff on there. You've got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, AGPS. Alright then, so here we go, it's on. That's the screen. The angles are quite good. In the bright sun, it is a little bit difficult sometimes to look at, but here in this not very well lit room, it's okay. It's not bad. And as you can see, the viewing angles are quite good. Okay, let's open it up. Okay. Now, if you watch the Hero H2000 Plus, the iPhone 5 clone review earlier, you'll see that it's very similar. Like, the only difference between this and that phone is the icons here. It's running a similar system. It's running a similar spec as well as the Hero, but the ZP500 feels like a much better phone. It feels much more solid. This is something I could actually consider buying myself, whereas the Hero, it's not something I'd go for. Let's open it up. You can see there, if I just pop back, you can see when you're going into the menu screen the first time, it was a little bit jerky. It's not as smooth as, say, the 1 gigahertz version of the ZP300. It's not too bad. We can run quadrant if you like. Let's run a full benchmark. It's going to take a while. So while that's running, let's have a look at it. Let's compare it to some other phones that I have here. I've got a Yumi X1 here. Let's just compare it size-wise. You can see, obviously the Yumi X1 is much bigger. The Yumi X1 is thinner too. Weight is around the same. You know, I know this is not very scientific, but they do feel about the same weight. Quality, I have to say, the Zopo feels a little bit better in my hand. You know, it's this grippy rubberized back feels really good. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Yeah, next one, iPhone 4, slightly bigger. iPhone 4 only has a 3.5-inch screen. It's about the same thickness. It's like a slightly larger iPhone 3GS, the Zopo in design. Okay, that's done. Alright, let's see where we are. We are here. 2703, just below an Asus Transformer Prime and above a Motorola Atrix 4G, which is pretty impressive. Okay, let's go back out of here. Let's see, Antutu, it should have already been ran. Let's have a look. Yeah. It has an Antutu score of 5133, again, pretty impressive, considering it only has 512 MB of RAM. Okay, while we're here, we'll have a quick look at this camera. It's a 5 megapixel camera. It's not as fast as some cameras, and it's a bit grainy in quality. There is an LED flash on here, let's have a look at that. Oops, sorry, press the wrong button. Let's have a look at that. Again, you know, it's pretty good. Like a lot of the Zopo phones I've tried, the camera quality in daytime is very good, but when it gets dull or it gets to nighttime, it isn't all that fantastic. Alright, let's see if we've got anything else in here. Perhaps we have a game to play on. No, we don't. Let's have a look at a picture. Okay, these are the pictures I just took. You see, zooming in is fine. Rotating is no problem. There you go. Alright, well, anyway, there you go. That's the Zopo ZP500 Plus Libero. It's a good phone. If you're just looking for I know this sounds a bit strange, but if you're looking for a basic smartphone, something that you're not necessarily going to be using for gaming, and you're not really too worried about camera performance, but you do want to have email, you do want to have the option of having games, you want to use the GPS and the navigation, and you want something small and handy that you can stick in your pocket that isn't going to break the bank. It's really well worth the look. Alright then, okay. Thanks for your time, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.